The name comes from Auschwitz, which was the name of an old Polish town. During the Second World War, concentration and death camps were established by Nazi Germans. Auschwitz was the center of all of these camps. The place itself involved 3 main and 45 subcamps. Prisoners in subcamps had been dying of starvation, untreated infectious diseases, and summary executions of the tens of thousands since the beginning of the war. Birkenau was the camp where most people died. Although initially the camp was founded for the detention of Polish political prisoners, Nazis deported Jews here from across Europe, and the victims of the killing centers were mainly Jewish. Based on the decision of Himmler, Auschwitz-Birkenau became the largest of the killing centers, where approximately 11 million Jews were sent to be murdered. Every third person of the killed ones was of Hungarian origin. People were transported in beef compartments under disgusting and inhuman circumstances without any water or food for days. In case of each incoming transport, there was a special selection in order to differentiate between the people who are able and who are unable or strong enough to work. The selection was based on genders as well. After the selection, the chosen ones were registered and then examined by doctors. During the registration process, all the luggage was taken away from people. Those who were found suitable for work, their heads were shaved off and were given stripped clothes. All of this happened in order to make them easily recognizable. Clothes worn by prisoners had triangles in special colors. For example, criminals had green triangles, homosexuals got pink ones, and Jews got a yellow hexagon. Under the sign there was a serial number according to the registration status. After a period of time, convicted persons wore the serial number not only on their clothes but also on their body to avoid potential escapes. Those who were not able to work were sent to death row immediately. First of all, they were simply asked to take a shower. However, as soon as they entered the bath, through the shower heads, they were poisoned with Zyklon B to start the process. There was a special institution inside the system for maintaining order. It was the Sonderkommando. SS soldiers killed 2,000 people every hour with the help of the Sonderkommando. Later, because of the lack of workers, women had to work as well. A Canadian played a key role in the little girl's life, who was separated from her permanently unable family. Nazis wanted to send the little girl to work, but Canadians saved not just her life, but another girl's life as well, with one simple sentence. If anyone asks you, you and this other girl are twins. The laborer knew that a doctor called Alfred Wiederkiewicz will leave the kids alive because he pays a lot of attention to twin experiments. Fortunately, the girls could survive by giving the right answer. Those who were able to work were placed in barracks. The bottom of the barracks were covered with wooden boards, which were also used as beds. On a wooden slat like that, 8 to 10 people slept together due to lack of space. Those who had no room slept under these slats in the mud, where rats could easily attack them. After work, the laborers were grouped in fives to make counting easier. The dead bodies and the food were transferred in the same wagons. That is why epidemics spread rapidly. The portions of food were limited, so many people died of starvation. The prisoners were often punished to death for no reason. For example, someone was sentenced to death because of his unbuttoned shirt. Hangings were kept in front of the prisoners. Punishments like these were used to intimidate others. Convicts were hanged on railroads, which were fixed between 2 lampposts in order to have a stronger effect. Nazis shot, starved, hanged, poisoned, and choked them to death in a cold-blooded way. There was no mercy. It's no wonder that some of the prisoners tried to escape from the tortures, but the camps were guarded by armed soldiers and surrounded by an electric fence. It's a kind of miracle that an album full of exceptional photos illegally taken by some Nazi officers, like the Auschwitz album, could survive this era because the Nazis tried to hide their cruel camps as best as they could. The photographers took a lot of risk when documenting the camp activities. The album itself was found by Lily Jacob, who arrived at the camp in a transport from Carpataya. Lily was one of those who survived, and she owns the pictures that we can see today. There are some books, films, and articles denying the Holocaust, but these pictures are the obvious proof of evidence that these unimaginable miseries really happened. This must be known by everyone who lives in our century to raise awareness and to prevent those horrific events from recurring.